This is Joseph Anderson, and today I'll be discussing Connex Ecommerce versus iPaaS, choosing the right solution. I'm the CEO and founder of Connex Ecommerce, and our software is an order management workflow tool for accounting and back office systems. I'm also the author of 2 books on running a successful business. So how is our product different than a generic iPaaS? Many companies are trying to stitch together several back office systems, and they tried an iPaaS, but they lack integrations, they lack a touch point like updating orders, and often customers have a unique order workflow that requires some sort of custom software. The Connex e-commerce rules engine is a solution. It's our proprietary technology. Many companies need to change the value of a field based on business logic. If the order has shipped, map the ship date as the order date. If the order's currency code is Canadian, map the accounts receivable account to Canadian. The rules engine is user-friendly for business users. You don't need to learn any Python scripts or any software development. And you'll find that many generic iPaaS solutions on the market, there's no logic engine to change the field values based on business logic unless you want to update the source code, which requires developer assistance. Here at Connex Ecommerce, if you can dream it, then you can build it. Most people don't understand the full functionality of the rules engine. And here are some of the things you can do. You can map sales tax codes based on a product SKU or rooftop location. That's really common with some of our Canadian customers. Mapping order numbers based on business logic. Mapping deposit accounts, AR accounts based on payment methods or currencies. We have companies that want to sync their sales from QuickBooks to their shipping solution QuickBooks if the QuickBooks has a certain class on it. That's an example of the pre-processing of the orders. Our solution's built for e-commerce and accounting, and other iPaaS are generic, and you find that they advertise hundreds or even thousands of integrations. Many either don't work or have no depth. Connex was built specifically to connect stores, shipping, and accounting, so orders, inventory, fees, taxes stay in sync. And you'll find that a generic iPaaS, they don't usually have two-way syncing or they're missing field mappings, because what they do is they scale horizontally, so they have a large number of integrations but they're an inch deep. Whereas here at Connex, we have a fairly small number of integrations, but you'll see that we have a lot more depth here at Connex. We offer true two-way syncing orders, customers, products, both directions, and we have a UI built around e-commerce workflows. And it's very easy to train someone to run a manual sync. All too often in accounting products, customers don't match, the sync fails, users need to go in, fix it, and then resync the sales. You'll have a real hard time finding that with a generic iPaaS. Here's an example of our manual sync UI. User logs in, changes the dates or puts an order number in, and then clicks submit. Let's talk about the iPaaS workflows. You'll find with a lot of iPaaS solutions that they create a workflow to create customers and products and orders, and you need to know how the matching works. Problem with iPaaS is you really know you need to understand how a complex workflow is going to function. You may even be creating a workflow and say match products based on manufacturer part number, but that may not be a good field because multiple products can have the same manufacturer part number, or QuickBooks may not allow you to index on that field, so it may pull back all of your products instead of the ones that you need. You wouldn't know that unless you were a specialist, like here at Connex. So Connex is a lot simpler. You don't need to understand any complicated workflows. You just select orders to accounting, user-friendly, no technical skills required. And for example, some of our workflows include creating invoices on the website, invoices in accounting. When the invoice is paid on the website, mark invoice as paid. Updating sales after they've synced is another popular one. Updating stock levels, so two-way sync of orders and products. Here's an example of our sales workflow for sales orders. Here's an example of iPaaSes where they have to drag and drop Shopify and Salesforce, and more of a drag and drop UI. Here's something even more complex. You need to if you want to sync orders to QuickBooks, you need to understand a whole order workflow. Not only that, you need to understand how the fields are all supposed to map between your selling channel and your accounting system. Here at Connex, you can just see you select the accounting system, you choose a direction, and that's it. You don't need to worry about the field mappings because we've already set up for you. We already have the workflow set up for you, which just click the button. Let's talk about pricing. Pricing is listed on our website. I believe in clear, transparent pricing, no mystery quotes, no custom pricing for customers, no salesperson to stand behind to wait for the price quote. I get really annoyed when I go to a website and I'm like, wow, this looks really great. I'm like, well, how much does it cost? And I know it must be really high because they don't list it on the website. Here at Connex, we offer a 14-day free trial, 30-day full refund. We want you to buy if it's a good fit. I'm a firm believer in free trials, so check it out before you buy it. Development time. Because we have pre-made integrations and workflows, Connex Ecommerce is set up in a matter of hours instead of months. We can build and maintain integrations faster than almost anyone on the market. So how do you calculate the fees here at Connex? We charge on order volume and selling channels. You'll find that a lot of generic iPaaSes will charge you per chain, so the more things you connect together, the higher your price point. And actually, if you have a fairly complex series of workflows, the price goes even higher. Whereas at Connex, we don't penalize you for having a complex workflow. You're just billed on number of orders. Here at Connex, we provide custom software and onboarding services. We call customers for support. You'll find with a lot of iPaaS companies, because you're making your own workflows, they really can't help you that much. And since the workflows are pre-built here at Connex, we can assist you because we know how it's supposed to work. Social Proof helped over 5,000 companies since 2013. A lot of wholesalers and retailers have been running Connex every day. A little bit more social proof. This is Ryan from Plus Plus. We're looking for ways to touch QuickBooks less and less. With Connex, we've been able to speed up the process of communication between our sales team and our warehouse and to improve our cash flow. We can seamlessly send information between ShipStation and QuickBooks. Catherine Harvey, I love that Connex is flexible, customizable, and reliable. It just works. I don't ever have to think about syncing my inventory and sales orders from Shopify to QuickBooks. And Joshua Stamper, Connex stood out because it's one of a one-size-fits-all solution. The custom integrations allowed us to connect our systems seamlessly without requiring a $100,000 investment in new software. We actually saved him from going to NetSuite, and we did it for about 1/3 of the price, and we synced all of his solutions together. What about security? How do we work here? We have security reviews from Amazon and Intuit. We perform annual loose scans. I think a large iPaaS are great if you need large security enterprise controls, but if you're an SMB or mid-market, I really recommend Connex. Let's talk about the integrations. We've expanded from QuickBooks to just all popular accounting platforms, including Acumatica, NetSuite, Microsoft Dynamics, Sage, Xero, Zoho, and Odoo. Work with HubSpot, Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics, and we sync with ShipStation, Amazon, Shopify. For a full list of our integrations, visit connexecommerce.com/integrations. And here at Connex Ecommerce, our mission is to help you automate so you can scale and grow your business with ease. And for 15 years, my team and I have developed our software to make it work for customers like you. To take that next step, start a free trial at connexecommerce.com/free trial.